in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, 50, 20, he's coming. We got double up. Shoot, watch the shoot. Ball down. Lucky.
The first carry now for Jordan Howard. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Love. And he finds Howard complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
52's the mic right here, over there, Mike. 52's the mic. There you go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Here we go. 60, orange. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Slam. Leo. I see it. That's the one. Go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running with Howard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down. Love. He's going to float this. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line.
Long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Back.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 4. Lock it. Watch twist. Watch twist. You're out. Check. Scene 6. Set. Go.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. It's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says let's go ahead and do it because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back, get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And spins away. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
I'm here all day.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
We got to step it up. That's it. Come on, God, 55.
From the gun, Fields. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Panthers nothing.
Let's go. 60-yard. Check 55, Mike. Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 52 to 6. Pull it high. Slant, watch it slant.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey, hey, hey. You got it.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Strong right. 4 down, 4 down. Kill.
On second down now, it's Armstrong. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Set, hut. Touchdown. Defense, let's go. Hatchet.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
52 is the mic right here over there. Right?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 3, 6 Pittsburgh. Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Armstrong, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's now 3rd and goal.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right?
On third down, Fields. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will start. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. He'll do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On the ground, McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
53, Mike. Here we go, D. Let's go. Henry. 53, Mike, 53. I'm coming after you. 53 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Dolphins take
Let's go.
over
Do this.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check.
They go with Howard again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Love. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 34-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. And that's complete to McCaffrey. A gain there of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the set. You don't want this. Tight end right. Tight end. Get it all. Hey. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Showing up. Showing up. Check 26. Check 26.
On 1st down, Armstrong. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Fields. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Fields flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Okay, just like that.
Running from the gun with Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open.
2nd down, Love. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territories. They need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Save. Check it out, read.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Fields gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Not today. No, check that. We want Mike 52.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, let's do it.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Let's get it. 61. Matchbox. Ready, go.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On 4th down, Love. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Panthers, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight